All right, Monarchs, welcome to the second homework help video for Worksheet 2.3. Okay, so during the first video, we did numbers 7 and 10. I did one odd problem, one even problem. Now I'll do one or two on the back. Okay, so we have two where we are translating words into numbers and then solving. And then we have some review questions at the bottom. Okay, so I want us to take a look at number 12 because it's pretty long. So I will do number 12 with you guys. Okay. So I'm going to start by translating it on top. Okay. So it says negative 18. Okay. Minus 6 times a number. So 6 times a number, 6. And then for our variable, let's go ahead and use x. 6 times a number. Notice that I'm putting the x right next to my 6 because this reads 6 times x or 6 times a number. Anytime we have a number right next to a variable, we are doing multiplication. Then we have this word is, which we know is incredibly important. So we know my equals sign goes right there. 6 multiplied by 1 plus 3 times a number. So we have to do 6 on the outside of parentheses. And then on the inside parentheses, we have 1 plus 3 times a number, and we have to use the same variable. So we'll do 3x. Okay, this is 6 multiplied by 1 plus 3 times a number. Okay, so now I'm going to write it below. I have negative 18 minus 6x equals 6 times 1 plus 3x. Okay, so that is what my equation will look like, and now we need to solve it. All right, first, I'm going to do my distributive property. So I know I need to distribute this 6 into everything in the parentheses, so I need to distribute the 6 into the 1, and then I need to distribute the 6 into the 3x. Okay, so first I want to do that. So if I did 6 times 1, that would give me 6. Okay, and then if I did 6 times 3x, I'm going to put plus. 6 times 3 is 18, and then I add my x on, so I have 18x. Okay, so now I have negative 18. I'm sorry, I was on the calendar there. That's why that came out badly. Negative 18. We're just going to restart on that one. Negative 18 minus 6x equals 6x, or 6 plus 18x. Okay, so now I need to move my x's onto the same side. I'm going to do that by adding 6x. Okay, so I'm going to add 6x because I don't want to work with this negative. So I'm going to add 6x to both sides because I know I have to do the opposite operation. When I want to move things across the equal sign, the opposite of a negative 6x would be a positive 6x. Okay, so those cancel out. I'm left with negative 18. My equal sign, 6 plus 18x plus 6x is 24x. Okay, just going to write it up here. Negative 18 equals 6 plus 24x. Okay, so now I want to move this 6 to the other side of the equal sign, so my 24x is by itself. So I'm going to subtract 6, and I'm doing that because this is a positive 6, and the opposite of a positive 6 would be a negative 6. We always need to do the opposite operation when we're moving across the equal sign. Okay, so negative 18 minus 6 would give me negative 24. 6 minus 6 is 0, so I have negative 24 equals 24x, and this looks very similar to the one that we did on the front. Now I need to know that this 24 is multiplying my x, so in order to get rid of this 24, in order to move it across the equal sign, I need to do the opposite operation. The opposite of multiplication would be division, so I'm going to divide both sides by 24. Okay, so those cancel out, and I am now left with negative 24 divided by 24, which is negative 1. So I have x equals negative 1. Okay, so we translated the numbers, or the letters, I'm sorry, or the words into numbers and then solved. Okay, now let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at 5. It's our big rule. Our big rule is thou shalt not divide by 0. Anytime a 0 is in our denominator, we cannot do that. Okay, so 16 divided by 0 would be undefined. Okay, thou shalt not divide by 0. Anything divided by 0 is undefined or no solution. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you had a great